All right, Bill, thank you very much. And Tracy Monica said that everything she does reminds her that her father is no longer with her, and that is sometimes very difficult.
I tell you, she's been through a lot for a young lady, and to go through it in the public eye, I'm sure, has been even tougher for her. And she's handled it beautifully. The fact that she was able to go over to the French Open so soon after her father passed away and handle herself so well says a lot about Monica Seles. But she said that it was easier to go and play tennis than to stay home and to be thinking so much of her dad, who she loved so much. The only thing that I can say that, you know, has been a positive in the last few months is I think her coach, Gavin Hopper. I couldn't think of anybody better for Monica Seles to have hooked up with. He's a great guy. I think he's easy to talk to for her. Very understanding. He pushes her when she needs to be pushed, but if she has a tough day, I think he knows that and he understands what she's going through. He's gotten her fit, and he knows that Monica has no distractions now and wants to be in tennis 100%.
Monica Seles holds full seats, and people are starting to discover it because the seating is open and you can come over here, and some of the play through the first 5 days has been outstanding. Ann Miller serving 2-3 second set down a set to Monica Seles.
Love 15.
I always think the first week, if I were to tell somebody when to come, I'd say come like Wednesday, Thursday, Friday of the first week, because you can see so many players on the outside courts, and now that they have open seating on Stadium 2, I think I might just park myself here all day.
Love 30.
Gavin Hopper looking on, and Gavin was actually the suggestion made by Caroli as to who should coach her, and Monica decided that it was indeed a good fit.
Love 40.
And now Seles with triple break point.
Monica's not afraid of hard work, but they said at the beginning when they started to work together, their goal for her 100% fitness was January of '99 at the Australian Open. Of course, Gavin Hopper, he thinks it really takes 2 years to get completely fit. He's the coach that brought Amanda Kutzer from around 20 in the world all the way up to number 3 last year.
Game Seles.
Monica breaks at love for 4-2.
Seles leads 4 games.
And now let's send you back to Arthur Vada, trying to win back-to-back Grand Slams. And Monica Seles serving for 5-2 now in the second set.
Next up for Yana Novotná is the winner of tonight's match, young Serena Williams against Irina Spirlea. A lot of good third-round matches in the women's draw today. A few dangerous floaters at the beginning of the week that you never know who they can meet up in that first round. They could play Hingis. I always think of Mary Jo Fernandez as a dangerous floater who's unseeded. She plays Patty Schneider later on today. Sandrine Testu, we talked about her being 17 in the world, so just missed being seeded here at the U.S. Open.
Might be able to put Patty Schneider, you know, in that category of someone that not a lot of people are talking about.
But a great player, 5 titles this year.
Game 6. You
Love game for Monica Seles, and she is now a game away. And welcome back to Stadium 2 at the National Tennis Center. And our coverage of the 1998 U.S. Open on USA. Ann Miller trying to hang in against Monica Seles, the number 6 seed, serving at 15 love, but down 2-5.
15 all.
Win or lose today, it's been a great U.S. Open so far for Ann Miller, the furthest she's ever gone at the U.S. Open, so her ranking will move up even higher than number 45 in the world. She's been ranked as high as number 42, and that's really key when you start to get in the top 50. Then you don't have to qualify anymore for events. Oops, scoots off the line.
30-15.
Started the year not ranked in the top 100, and that's tough because then you have to play a lot of satellite events. That's depth right there. Makes it a lot tougher on you. Bill, back when Monica was dominating in the early 90s, we kept talking about how powerful she was and how she hit harder than everyone else. And that's not true anymore. I actually think there are a few girls on the tour that hit harder than her. The game has just come up so much in the last few years on the women's side. So I think for Monica Seles to become #1 again, she's actually going to have to be a better player now in 1998 than she was back in 1991. Mary Jo Fernandez has come back from a wrist injury at the U.S. Open, and she talked about the fact just being out 8 months, everybody's hitting harder than when she left in December.
Right at 1 hour, according to the official Citizen Watch time clock.
Good effort there from Ann Miller, because before that game she had lost 10 points in a row. Looked like it was going to slip away quickly. That's what I like to see in the young players. Good fight, never willing to give up.
Oh.
15 love.
And really, you have to be that way. You have to be mentally strong, because when you see where Ann Miller has come from, played a number of years in some qualifying events and satellite events, I'm sure it must get really, really frustrating when you don't see that ranking go up as quickly as you would like it to. Got to pay those dues. Good serve there, 94 miles per hour, but the main thing was the accuracy, and the slice moved away from Ann Miller.
So 2 match points after just over an hour for Monica Seles.
but yours is just beautiful. No, I went high. Thanks.
That was a discussion about fashion.
Definitely. She got something at Barney's.
Well, meanwhile, Monica Seles has moved into the round of 16.
Next